If you want to see what's new and cool with Mercedes-Benz, come with me. JW Auto here with me. We're going to take a little walk around our lot, point out some of the cool new things. In fact, a lot of you are just curious about the Mercedes-Benz model family in general. What I love about this brand is I don't believe that there is a better mix of cars than we have here at Mercedes.
There's a good way.
Absolutely. So here is something cool. Brand new for model year 2025 on the CLA. This is Hyper Blue Metallic. Previously, this was only available on our GT sports cars. Now you can get it on the CLA. CLE Cabriolet right here. This is an all-new model. For those of you that like convertibles, this replaced the C cab and the E cab. A little bit bigger than the C cab was, a little smaller than the E cab was. Comes with 4MATIC all-wheel drive. These are very cool. Joe, tell us about the GLC Coupe.
Yeah, so this GLC Coupe right here is a pretty well-spec'd example. It's also
show them the hotness, baby.
Yeah.
This bad boy's hot. Walk around it. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love a GLC Coupe?
Yeah. The GLC Coupe and the GLE Coupe, two of our hottest SUVs by far.
Colin, right over here. Check it out. Show the people the CLE Coupe. Right, we looked at a cab just now. This is Alpine Gray. A lot of manufacturers are doing paints like this now, these kind of non-metallic gray paints. The reason Alpine has been so popular, I think, is that it's a little bit darker. It's a little bit more of a full gray than a lot of the other manufacturers have, where theirs are almost a little washed out. Kind of like chalk with Porsche.
Correct.
Don't love that color because it almost just looks like an off-white.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here, hold up. We got to pour one out real quick for the CLS.
Yep.
All of you CLS fans, we've got 2 of them left. This car did go out of production about 1.5 years ago. It's a sad day. This car, in some ways, changed the industry a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It created a completely new segment that had never existed before.
Correct.
The 4-door coupe. Yeah, the whole kind of idea of a coupe with 4 doors was born with this car all the way back in, what was it, 2007? Or maybe even earlier than that, 2000. I think it was 2007. RIP CLS. Got the new E-Class coming down this line right here.
Let's do the Verde Silver over here. Come on, Colin. All right, so we got Verde Silver. This is a new color for the E-Class. It's done very, very well for us so far. I think we've had 4 or 5 of these in. Every single one of them has done very well. I think this one's only been on the lot for 2 days. Again, this one has a nice silver color to it, obviously particularly green, but again, done very well.
Love Verde.
Yep.
I don't know why, but green paints have just always spoken to me. I think this is a super cool color.
Yeah.
It works with just about any interior, which I like. That makes it very versatile. Yeah. Right here, the E-Wagons. E-Wagons are classy. I don't know any other way to say.
Yep.
I once was told by Mercedes-Benz, I had a rep, this was back in 2016, that came to visit us from Mercedes-Benz Financial, and their highest net worth individuals that would lease or finance through Mercedes-Benz bought E-Wagons.
Yep.
So why that is exactly, I'm not sure. They're very European.
Yep.
Not everybody is on board with them. But if you want SUV versatility in a kind of sedan form, then the E-Wagon is the way to go.
E-Wagon is one of my favorites for us. Unfortunately, there's many other wagons that Mercedes will do overseas that our U.S. market does not get. There's a lot of people here that wish we got them, but absolutely love it design-wise. The E-Class in general has done great for us so far, and this wagon is another great example of it. So,
all right, let's talk SUVs. The new GLC, new and redesigned for 2024. We have next to it the GLB. The GLB is considered one of our entry-level SUVs, and if we go just a little bit further, we have the GLA. So the GLA and the GLB next to each other, those are the 2 entry-level Mercedes-Benzes. They are built on a slightly different platform. They sacrifice a little bit of fit and finish and suspension in order to keep that price point down. The GLA, kind of like a hatchback on stilts. The GLB is sort of the boxy, fun SUV. Now, GLB happens to be pretty similar in size to a GLC. You're just talking about a different shape and a little bit more luxury going into the GLC. When we get to the GLE, this is what I would consider to be our bread and butter family SUV. So small families can make a GLC work. As the family starts to grow, a lot of people will opt for that GLE, right? This is another one in Alpine Gray here, AMG line with the star grille in front. And then we go just a little bit further down the line and you come to the GLS. The GLS is our 3rd row vehicle that comes in a 6 or 7 configuration, 7-seat configuration.
Gives us a great visual because, Doug, I think you had some questions between what AMG line looks like.
Yep.
And so right here we actually have 2 GLSs and 2 GLEs as well that have AMG line and non-AMG line. So the white one right here, you'll see obviously most distinctively the front fascia down here, more aggressive with the AMG line. And then same thing, this is the non-AMG line variant. Over to the GLE, again, more aggressive front fascia down at the bottom. And then you have the changed grille as well on these two.
The easiest way to tell an AMG line car versus a non-AMG line car for most of our models is going to be the fender flares. So you'll see on the GLE, you've got body colored flares versus kind of the off-roady plastic flares, and the same thing here on the GLS. So you've got plastic here versus the body color flares that are a little bit more robust. They stick out a little bit more. And then on the GLE, you also have the star grille like you would on the GLC versus the standard 2 lamella grille there. Some of the more exotic stuff comes into play. You have the new SL, which was completely redesigned from the hardtop roadster that it was for several years. I know a lot of folks were very sad to see the hardtop go away. Going to the soft top has allowed this to grow to a 2-and-2 seat configuration. Here's a very special SL right here. This is the Big Sur edition.
Big Sur.
So we've got a couple other fun AMGs up here. The C43. This is a great way to dip your toe in the AMG water. C-Class family. And right next to it, the all-new,
Favorite right here.
yes, the CLE 53. I think it looks better than the old C63 Coupe. And for those that are curious, Joe, what do you know about the CLE 63?
So the CLE 63, although unconfirmed publicly, is going to have the bi-turbo V8 back in it. So CLE 53 has been doing great. Again, everyone loves the looks, the performance that comes out. Absolutely amazing car. Mercedes knocked it out of the park with this one.
We have a C63 sedan. I'll be honest with you, this car is incredible. America just clearly doesn't seem to be ready for the type of engine that it has. We have sold a few of them. The reviews have been overwhelmingly positive. Obviously, the exhaust note is not the V8 that we used to have, and it is absolutely a rocket ship. So we've got the new 2-door GTs. These are our kind of 911 competitor cars, and I think this is one of the most beautiful cars that Mercedes-Benz has made in a long, long time.
These have been getting great reviews online. Doug DeMiro actually just put up a video, I think a day or two ago on them, talking about how great it was. Throttle House, same thing as well. You know, the performance of the car, the Grand Tour aspect of it as well, the livability on the inside, the tech, the features, everything.
Have another C63 here, 2 of them actually. GT63 right over there. This is a special car. That's another 4-door coupe. That was essentially the spiritual successor to the CLS. Very hot car. The new G550 there in Twilight Blue. We have the GLS Maybach. You know, ultra luxury 4-passenger configuration GLS. Right next to it we have the GLS 63, one of my personal favorites, and a GLE 63.
So quite the diversity that we have here actually between these, you know, 4 SUVs. And it's actually pretty cool that Mercedes still produces these. A lot of the SUVs are going away from their V8s or, you know, high performance SUVs in general for that matter. So
if you're looking for a brand that has a rich heritage and has a full slate of models, I mean, just about anything that you could ever imagine. Almost too many models, probably.
Yeah. And we got a lot of, you know, great designs out right now, a lot of even better things coming in the future. So we'll do more of these lot walks here throughout the year and keep going from there.
Thanks, Colin.